Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over the Tombstone Monument Ranch out in Tombstone. Great place to go for holidays. I'm going to take you through everything you need to know about this place, and hopefully you sign up for your next holiday here.
I said, are you ready?
So what to expect when you come to a dude ranch? It's very much horse orientated if it doesn't kind of come across in the title. Middle of nowhere, nice little ranch, lots of horses. This one here is set up like a old western town, so old western feel here. You're not going to be getting your mod cons and all that kind of stuff that you're going to get in other hotels. No big shops, no precincts, no food courts, all that kind of stuff. It's not here. Very basic. The rooms are lovely, everything's great here, but just be aware, you are on a ranch and it's not a big 4-star hotel with all the amenities, but we'll go through exactly what this place has and you might be surprised what it's got.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
As a dude ranch, the primary focus of this place is horse riding. You don't always have to do it, but it's really the main focus of this ranch. Lots of different types of rides you can do here, from your slow rides. There's always a slow ride in the morning, and there's also a slow ride in the afternoon as well. Little one. You've also got fast rides in there, so if you want to do some trotting and some loping, you can do that. If you are going to do the fast rides, there is a test you can do. They want to make sure you're going to stay on the horse, so they'll do that beforehand. It's a long ride you can also do. You can go out looking for the cattle. It's a really good ride. I think it's our favourite ride we've had so far here. There is a ride into Tombstone itself. Tombstone's about 2.5 miles away from here. So you ride into there, stop for about 30 minutes, and then you ride back. It's another prolonged ride. So apparently in the days of Tombstone in the 1880s, those hills were reported as white as snow. only because of all the tents that were out there. I think most of the population was living in tents out there on those hills. And then you've also got a history ride as well, where you go around the area, get shown all the different mines, so you see a different side to Tombstone. Where in the movies and the books they always centre on the gunfights and the bandits, but the actual story of Tombstone is the miners and finding the silver out in the hills.
People lived here right around 1875, and only for about a year. But its peak population here in Watervale was around 150 men. The word is men because at that time they didn't count women, children, or the Chinese as part of the population. This ranch was founded in 1880. Back then it was called the Trapman Homestead, and they had about 20,000 acres. Today we sit right around 15,000 acres. The biggest loss of land is government reclamation, especially along the San Pedro River. About a half mile on either side of the San Pedro is a national riparian conservation area. They say we have lots of rare birds that has so being that it was a 9-mile stretch, they had 2 miles done. They completed the final 7 miles of this rail line and over a period of 15 days. So when we go up there, just think to yourself that about every half mile of the rail line would be a day's work. So this bridge here, it's one of 2 left standing out of 5 originally, just on the section from Tombstone to Fairbank. It's on a scouting expedition with the cavalry when he tells them, hey, I think there's a fortune to be found in these rocks. The cavalry tells him, Shetland, you're crazy. The only thing you'll find in those rocks is your tombstone. So a little bit later on, he finds his first major strike of silver just down in that wash we came out of not too long ago. They mostly use these as placeholders. So what would happen was you found a good spot you wanted to mine in, you'd set this down, and you'd make that 150-mile round trip to Tucson and back, get legal ownership before you broke ground. But this one here, it hasn't been replaced by a mine, which more than likely means the guy never made it back from that round trip. So here we have another miner's cabin. This one's got 2 rooms, so whether it's for one guy who needed more space or just 2 guys, I'm not sure. But on this wall closest to me, you can see an old chimney, and that chimney actually still works. You light a fire in there, smoke only comes out the top. Stack stones, smoke's going off the sides, and it mixes it.
All the rides myself and Charlotte have had here have been absolutely fantastic. As I say, our longer ride was generally our favourite because it was different terrain, different area, going around looking for the cattle, which was a lot of fun. If you're an experienced rider, some of the slow ride routes can also be quite challenging, so they're not just nice easy rides. The terrain might be a bit more challenging depending on your skill level, and the ranch hands here will identify that and will take you out a bit more exciting routes if you are capable of it. If not, you'll just be going on normal rides. However, the terrain here is quite challenging, despite the fact that me and Charlotte have been taking some really challenging routes. Even a normal route can also challenge even a basic rider, so just be aware of that. So the ranch is made up of different parts. So the main part where you've got your rooms, it's made up like an old western town, so your room may end up being the bank, maybe the jail, maybe the sheriff office. For us it was a blacksmith. You've got the saloon where everything generally happens. That's where your bar is. There's a pool table in there, and also you've got your area for your dinners and your breakfast in the back of that as well. There is a swimming pool, so if you do want to have some time off between your rides and go for a pool, it's hidden away just next to the saloon itself. Nice pool. There's a hot tub there as well, so you can just chill out if you want, but you can't see it from your rooms, so again it's not going to bring that illusion of you being out in the Old West. As for the food and drink for this place, the dinners have been absolutely great. It's set dinners throughout the your time here, so you can see what the list is in the saloon. If there's a lot of guests here, then it'll be buffet style. You just go up, help yourself. If it's a little bit quieter, then they'll just bring your meal to you. We've had both experiences here. We arrived, it was really busy, so it was all buffet, breakfast and dinner and lunch. And then we've been here when it's really quite quiet as well, so the village just brought us our meals rather than going up and getting it. As for drinks, you've got the bar and the saloon. Soft drinks are free. If you're getting alcohol drinks, then you obviously have to pay. So there's no major issues there. They've got a wide selection of alcohol here. So if you do want to have a wee chill out at night, you can do. There is more to this ranch than just the horse riding as well. So there's other activities you can do. You've got an introduction to shooting, so they'll take you down the range where you can fire some authentic pistols. So you've got a pistol, you have a Winchester rifle, and you've got a hip-fired shotgun as well. So I would highly recommend going on that if you want. It's only 2.2, so it's not a powerful caliber on the rifle or the pistol. I believe the shotgun is 12 gauge, so a little more of a kick, but it's absolutely fine. You've also got archery you can go and do as well. Pull shot, pull. Oh, Jesus. Where are you aiming, Charlotte? Where are you aiming?
Okay, so the black flashing towards you. See mine?
Oh, well done! Look at that.
Got in the arm.
He is scared. Oh, right in his gut. Oh, it's like the turned on. And you've also got a few areas where they've got some fake cows set up and the lassos, so if you want to try your hand at lassoing, you can do so. Charlotte was really good at it, I was not, but all these things are here for you to do.
It's going to need to be bigger because as soon as it starts travelling,
Yeah.
you're losing rope. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
I think I've got it now.
You roped him.
Yeah, I've got his horn.
Well
He'd
done.
be like, ugh, get off.
One of the activities you can do with the horses here, which is a lot of fun, absolutely loved it, is the cow wrangling. Go into the training ground, they can take in some of the cows and you can practice herding them around, get them manoeuvring in, and just see if you can get them out of the pens.
This feels like a rocking.
Get him, get him, get him. Yeah. Oh, there they all go.
We had a lot of fun doing the wrangling, and there is an opportunity to come back. You know, twice a year we can actually go out, round up the cattle and bring them in and do everything that you would do with that, branding, tagging, all that stuff. So for me and Charlotte, we're definitely going to come back next year for that. So if you are here, you're not sure, go in the arena, have some practice. It is a lot of fun. Despite the fact that ranch is in the middle of nowhere, you are a stone throw away from the famous town of Tombstone itself. Getting to see some of the gunfights as well, going to the saloons. Laws out in the street.
Now, with all that said, this is an audience participation show. What that means is, when you see a dapper-looking gentleman like myself, nice tie and vest, we are the good guys. We'd like for you to cheer every time they enter or exit the stage. But if you see a no-good, smelly-looking cowboy, those are the bad guys. We want you to boo them every time they enter or exit the stage. Sounds simple enough, don't it?
Y'all sound like a bunch of dying cattle. Hey! Waiter, get on out of here! When we do this, real simple. Get over here. You cowboys been looking for a fight, now you're gonna get one. But you put your hands up, boys. We want those guns. Hold on, over there!
Here are the victims of the gunfight at the OK Corral. Quite clearly stated that they were murdered, despite it being a gun battle. Beehen. Look, here's evidence that actually Sheriff Beehen did something. He actually shot someone. There's also quite a lot of unknowns here as well. Apparently they're finding lots of people well dressed dumped down mine shafts who just somehow passed away down there. Here's the grave of Fred Wyatt, who was the town marshal, shot by Curly Bill. The town really lives on tourism. There's not much keeping it alive anymore between the silver being gone and everything else. So the legend, the town, everything's happened in there. Please go, spend some money, help the town out, help the town folk out. There's also tours all around the town, night tours, ghost tours, lots of things to see and do down the town.
And the thing about the Earps is, the Earps were about 6 foot, 6'2" in height. So here's the Earps, right? And then there's your average man in the 1800s. How tall are you?
I'm 4'11".
How tall are you?
5'1". So I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, your average man in the 1800s. Your average woman, 4'11". So, the bottom line is they sent the Earps here, told them to get the town cleaned up. They're tall. They're able to do that. They're able to pick on the shorter people. If you book one of the most expensive hotels you can find today, with all the amenities, that's what we're talking about. So, white Ferber carpet, flushing toilets, flushed out here the streets.
Hello, friends. I am your guide, Doc Holliday. Welcome to Tombstone. Let us step back in time to the 1880s, back when I was in my prime. This is an original 1800s Concorde stagecoach. Looks like it's been around, doesn't it? A little bit like my girlfriend, Kate. Oof. Some people just can't get over losing to me in a card game. Just glad their aim was bad. You know, back in the 1800s, Old West, violent death was common. You might die from an Indian raid led by the Apache Geronimo, a mine accident, a jealous lover, or a drunk with a grudge wanting to get even. Did you know that Tombstone is called the town too tough to die? This old town has survived 2 major fires, the mines flooding, and even an earthquake in 1887. Just up the street at 5th and Allen, a bartender was emptying a keg of bad whiskey when it exploded from his lit cigar. Nearly the entire town was wiped out by that.
So if you have transport, great, you can nip down no problem. If you don't, the staff here will drive you down. The latest they'll bring you back though is 3:45, but there is an Uber that you can get. We did it one night, went down for dinner, did one of the nighttime tours, and then picked up the Uber and brought it straight back. It was absolutely no hassle. All the information is in the reception for you if you want to do that. If you're liking this video and it's helping you out, please consider like, share and subscribing. It all helps the channel out and it doesn't cost you anything. The staff here are absolutely brilliant. We've had no issue with the staff. They are so helpful between the staff that work and the kind of entertainment side, the bar side, and running the hotel, and you've also got the wranglers as well. Everyone's been great. We've had some great relationships with the wranglers because we're out with them on a daily basis. Myself and Charlotte are really taking full advantage of this place. We are doing nearly every single ride we can. We've done nearly every single activity since being here, so we've really just embraced this entire ranch. And if you're coming, I'd highly recommend just embracing everything, doing everything. Even if you're not sure about it, do it all. You'll absolutely love at least something of it, if not just enjoying the horses. I'd like to give a big shout out to Tyler, Christine and Adair. They've been our wranglers here and they've been first class. We've had some amazing rides going out with them, and it was really nice meeting you, and thanks for looking after myself and Charlotte and giving us just this amazing experience out here on what is one of my dream holidays. So thanks a lot, guys. being in a dude ranch, you are pretty much in the middle of nowhere. Tombstone is within reach, but there's really nothing else here. So at night time, there is entertainment put on for you from various different things. You have live music on certain nights. You then also have poker games, faro games, all these things to just make things a little bit more entertaining at night. So it's not just you sitting in a bar at night time twiddling your thumbs or just sitting in your room. So there is entertainment put on for you at night. I would highly encourage you to go to all these things. The card games, the faro, all these are really interesting. So even if you don't know what you're doing, they show you exactly what to do. And the first poker night we had, I ended up winning 4 hands. I think it was the most hands that won. I didn't get the biggest stash of money, but I won the most hands. So these are a lot of fun nights. The live music was also really good to actually sit and listen to. It's all Western style, so you'll get that full authentic experience. So what to bring with you? It's a bit different from normal holidays where you go to the beach and stuff. So things you might bring there, you might not necessarily bring here. However, we've went very much jeans and light tops for when we're doing the riding and things here, rather than going out in shorts and t-shirt. The terrain here is really not good for it. There's a lot of sharp brush, so if you're going riding in shorts, good luck. People on our first ride did that and they didn't have a great time, compared to us wearing just normal standard cheap jeans, nothing expensive. Riding boots or cowboy boots, absolutely acceptable here as well. I've seen a few videos where they've talked about different bits of kit to bring. One of them mentioned a head torch. We did actually bring a head torch. Never been used once. The ranch here is well lit. Outside every room there's lights, not too dark. Once you go outside the ranch, yes, it's absolutely pitch black. So if you want to go a walk in the night time, not sure why, then yes, you would need a head torch. Another big important thing is water. If you're going out riding, you can take water with you. They do provide plastic water bottles, but they can warm up pretty quick. They do have saddlebags and stuff on the horses, so you can put your bottles in them. I opted to go for a bit more old school with the water bottles. This canteen's been great. I've either hung it off the saddle or it's gone in the saddlebags. It's worked out really well. That's what it was designed for, so it's done really well. Other than specialist equipment, if you are coming riding and you've got your own helmet, I'd recommend bringing it. We brought ours. I haven't used mine once, but if you're not sure the terrain, then you might feel comfortable wearing your own hat. Charlotte wore her hat for particular rides, but I've just worn the cowboy hat the whole time. Again, you're free to bring your own hat. You can buy your own, but when it comes to kit and equipment that you may need, riding boots, if you want to have cowboy boots, they have a selection here. They've also got a selection of helmets if you've not got your own helmet. They've also got a selection of their own cowboy hats that you can wear as well here. As a horse ranch, you need to talk about the horses. We've been around the world, lots of different places, and I can tell you the horses are really well looked after here. They're great condition, they're brilliantly trained, and I've had a great time riding the horses here. I've rode 3 horses since I've been here. My main horse was Jack, brilliant horse, absolutely loved him. I'd bring him home. I also rode Hunter as well. He was a good horse, just a bit different. And my last horse that I'm riding now is Sheriff. Brilliant horse, and my favourite's definitely Jack. We've had the most time in the saddle, but because we've done a lot of different stuff, he's really tired, so he deserves a long rest. So I've got Sheriff for my last few rides. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe, pass it on to everyone you can, and most important, get yourself out here, live the experience, get out here, be a cowboy, be a cowgirl, just have so much fun, and we'll see you on our next adventure.